Why are your leads not converting into a sale? Now, in the ever-evolving world of digital marketing, ensuring a strong ROI from your Google Ads campaign remains a paramount goal for every single business. But hey, let's face it, achieving optimal conversion rates is not just about tweaking your online settings. It's a blend of both online strategies as well as offline practices, which contribute towards the success of your digital marketing campaign. So before I do continue, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to tell you 10 things, right, which are ultimately most of the time responsible for the lack of conversion. So it may be that you are getting the leads, you are getting people filling in your contact form or your inquiry form, or people are calling you, right? But those are not resulting in a sale. So that's what I'm going to go through now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover 5 things which are related to your Google Ads campaign, and the second 5 are not actually directly related to your Google Ads campaign, and this is where majority of the people go wrong. Now, before I do continue, my name is Ajay Dhunna. I'm a Google Ads expert. I've been running Google Ads campaigns for the best part of 20 years now. So I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of campaigns, right? I've built a lot of campaigns. I've worked on a lot of something called conversion rate optimization, which is, it's not just about bringing more traffic to your website, but it's about allowing the traffic that you have got to convert into a sale. So it's called CRO, right? Now, what I'd like you to do before you do continue, if you're a business owner or a marketing manager and you've got responsibility towards driving more sales into your business, what you can do, you can grab a free copy of my book called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. This book, the only thing that you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging, and we'll ship off this book. It's packed with complete Google Ads strategies as to how you can win more customers flowing into your business. Now, what I'd also like you to do is, by the end of this video, I'd like you to tell me which one of these strategies do you think that you can implement within your business that will give you an instant return on investment to make your Google Ads campaigns work more efficiently. So here goes. The first 5 are related to your Google Ads campaign. Number 1 is choosing the wrong keywords. Now, what happens a lot of times is that too many people use too many broad keywords, right? And by using broad keywords, what happens is that you're all over the place, right? It doesn't really mean anything. For example, if someone types in lawyers, what does it mean? Are they researching because they want to become a lawyer, or are they looking for lawyers in the first place? So what I would say is, when it comes to your keywords, make sure that you got a mix of keywords which are research intent, but you only want about 20% of your keywords which are research intent, and 80% of your keywords must have a buying intent. In other words, these are people ready to buy. They're looking for your products or services, right? So for example, lawyers near me would be a lot better keyword than having just using the keyword of lawyers, okay? The second thing, which goes hand in hand with keywords, are your search terms. Right, so there's always a search term mismatch. Now, what you need to do, you need to regularly review your search terms. And the difference between your keywords and your search terms are, keywords is what we give to Google Ads. Your search terms is what Google interprets your keywords based on the match type and other factors. And then it says, hey, if you're saying this, I think this is what you mean. Therefore, I'm going to show the ad based on the search term. So it's important to regularly take a look at your search terms, and if they're not relevant, put them as negative keywords so that those search terms will not show up anymore. The third most common mistake people make in their Google Ads campaign, which also results in a lack of conversions, is because you got location issues. So what I mean by that is that, let's say for example, if your business only serves a particular area in London, or let's say if it only serves London, but what happens a lot of times is that your ads are now being shown throughout UK, as an example, right? So even though you might be getting the inquiries, right, what's going to happen is that you won't be able to serve that customer, so you won't be able to translate that customer into a sale, because you can't service that customer because it's outside London. It could be like up in Scotland or something, right? So you need to make sure that you look at your locations and make sure that your ads are only being shown in the areas which your customers reside in, and you can service them from wherever you're particularly based. The other thing is overlooking remarketing, right? Or retargeting, right? So you need to retarget users who have shown an interest in your business, but for some reason have not converted into a sale or an inquiry. Now, what happens a lot of times is that sometimes what happens, you actually get the you actually get the inquiry, but hey, let's face it, life gets busy. So just because somebody's made an inquiry or filled in your form, it doesn't mean to say that you don't need to retarget them anymore, because people do get busy, right? And it could be that when you call them back, they're not available. So what you need to do, you need to make sure you've also got a retargeting strategy whereby you're not just retargeting people who have not converted, but you are also retargeting people who have actually converted, because if they fill in an inquiry form and you couldn't get hold of them, then at some point in time, if they keep seeing your ads, right, they're likely to get back into touch with you again. The fifth Google Ads mistake a lot of people make is there's always an ad copy and landing page discrepancy. So what I mean is that the ads that are shown are not necessarily consistent with the messaging on your landing page. So you got to make sure that you maintain a level of trust and relevance from your ads to your landing pages, so that it's not like your ads are saying one thing and then you go to the landing page and that's saying a different message, because it could mean that you might get the inquiry because people might just end up on your landing page and fill in the inquiry form, but they haven't read everything, and it's like, hey, this is not really relevant to me, right? So therefore you might be getting the inquiries, but the quality is a lot lower quality inquiry that you're getting, because there's again a mismatch between your ad copy and the copy on the landing page. Now what we can talk about is point number 6, and point number 6 to 10 are not even directly related to your Google Ads campaign, but again, this is a massive reason why a lot of leads businesses do not convert into a sale or inquiry. And by the way, if you do like the content so far, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so that when I do look at this, when you do hit the notification and you do like it, the algorithm will send this video out to more people, and I'll be able to produce more similar content like this. Now, point number 6, missed phone calls. Right, it's a very common thing. So failing to answer your phone significantly reduces your conversion rate, depending on the industry that you're in. Your sales could be down by at least 20% simply by not answering your calls. Now, for a well-developed Google Ads campaign, what we can do is that we can actually track how many missed calls you've actually had. Right. So again, it's a huge reason why your leads are not converting into sales, because you're simply missing the phone calls. Point number 7, a lack of SMS messages for missed calls. Now, following on from the previous one where I say missed calls, so hey, let's face it, you're going to get busy at some time, and there's no way you're going to be able to answer every single call. So you need to build in a level of automation within your business, so that if you do miss a call, for whatever reason, there's something going on. Now, a couple of instant things that you can do is, number 1, implement an automatic SMS message service, so that if you do receive a call and you missed it, a message will automatically go out to that customer saying, hey, I'm sorry, we've missed your call, so therefore, hey, what is it that we can help you with, or could you call back at a certain time? Okay, so what that's now doing is it's keeping you within their mind, and they know about you. Okay, so even though they might not convert it at that point in time, they can convert at a later date. The other thing that you can do for missed calls is you can sign up to a message answering service. And what that means is that you can configure your phone so that if you don't answer the call within I don't know, 2 rings, 3 rings, 4 rings, it automatically diverts to a professional call answering service. And what that now means that that call will get answered, and this call answering service will take down their details and they'll pass it on to you, and now all of a sudden that missed call has now resulted in a potential sale, or at least a conversation between you and your potential customer. Point number 8 is delayed response to leads. The faster you're going to respond to your leads, the more likely that lead is likely to convert into a sale or a customer. Waiting too long might drive the potential customer to your competitors. So if you don't get back to them in time, what's likely to happen is that they're going to get in touch with one of your competitors, and by the time you do get in touch with them, it's too late. Okay, because they've already made that sale. So speed is of the essence. So if you get an inquiry, it's important that you get onto them straight away, right, within minutes, ideally, because you are losing valuable time, and what you do not want them to do is call one of your competitors. Number 9, the other reason why a lot of leads don't convert into a sale is because you've got inadequate email follow-ups, right? So it's not not only is it not only should you be acknowledging your customers via phone calls or whatever, but hey, automate your emails. So what that means is that if somebody's inquired with you, and even if you've spoken to them, right, what's really important is that you maintain that level of connection between yourself and your customer. So you keep reminding them that, hey, we've had this conversation, right? And it doesn't mean to say you always put in emails like sales related emails whereby you're telling them, hey, call now or buy off us. Give them value, and what that's going to do is it's going to develop trust between you and your potential customer, and they're going to keep reminded of your brand. So when they are ready to buy, then they will remember you. So because it doesn't mean to say that if somebody made an inquiry, they're ready to buy straight away, because it could be that, hey, they're inquiring now, but they want to buy in like 3 months time, or 3 weeks time, or 3 days time. Okay, so if you've got this automated email sequence which is keeping in touch with them, you're offering them value, you're giving them good advice, guidance, industry news, right, and maybe some call to actions, then they're going to remember you, all right? And then at some point in time, you can invite them, hey, are you ready to have that conversation with us? Okay. The 10th one, which is a lot of business fail on, is poor quality responses. Now, what you got to ask yourself is that, are your staff adequately trained to answer your call? Because they are the front line. They are the people who represent your business. So how are they answering your calls? Because I've actually done this with my customers, right? So we've actually called their business and see how the staff have responded to a phone call, and in some cases we've been horrified that, hey, you can't answer a call like that, right? So because ultimately that customer, that potential customer, will just go away. So it's worthwhile calling your own business or even from someone else and seeing how your staff respond to a potential inquiry. Are they serving well? How are they speaking? Their tonality? Are they offering your customers options? Are they being polite? Are they being courteous? Do they understand what your customer's after? Are they offering various solutions? Right, so hey, this might not fit you, but maybe this will. So all this goes into your conversion rate optimization to make sure that it's not just about getting your conversion, it's about making sure that those inquiries convert into a sale in some shape or form. I hope you found that useful. What would be really good for me is if you can just put a number down saying, or just tell me, which one of these 10 things that I've told you, remember I told you 5 that are related to Google Ads campaigns and 5 that are related to offline, okay? Which one of these 10 do you think that you can implement into your business, which will increase the conversion rate so that the leads that are coming in, more of them are converting into a sale? So tell me in the comments below, and at the same time, please do hit that link at the bottom of the email and grab a copy of this book, How to Win Customers with Google Ads. It's going to show you everything that I'm telling you about. It's all packed in this 200-page book, which I've personally written. The only thing you've got to do is to cover the postage and packaging, and we will ship the book right off to you. Again, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button, and I look forward to seeing you on another video. Goodbye for now.